Before we begin the video, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and click the bell to turn on post notifications. Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Jen, and I'm coming at you guys with my very first video on YouTube. Now bear with me because not only is it my first video on YouTube, but I don't have the best mic right now, I don't have the best equipment, but I got the chance to play NBA 2K20 early, a whole month before it comes out. So I had to get you guys this video. I had to hurry up and make this video and get the information out there just to let you guys know how the game is and what the game is like and my first thoughts on it basically. Now before I start talking about the gameplay, I just wanted to give a huge shout out to 2K headquarters and the staff for giving me the opportunity to play this game early, as well as give feedback on it and what I saw. Because at the end of the day, everyone involved in this community and everyone involved in the event today, they all want one thing, that's to just have a great game, a great basketball product this year. And I feel like with me giving feedback and just telling them what I saw, I feel like we can achieve that this year. I feel like this year 2K20 has the potential to be one of the best 2Ks, if not the best 2K that we have played thus far. Alright, so enough of me talking, let me get straight into the video. So the game that we played today was NBA 2K20, but it was only on pro difficulty, and it was only quick match between the Lakers and the Clippers. So we were able to play with the entire roster of either team that we chose. And also, even though the version of the game we played today was from the earlier stages of development, the gameplay looked and felt really smooth and realistic. Now the game that we played day one will be an even better version of the one that we played today, just because, like I said, it is an earlier version of the game, and even though there was like a minor bug that I saw today, it will definitely be fixed before the release. The first thing I'm going to be talking about would be the badges. In NBA 2K20, they changed the badge system a lot, and I can already see how it's going to be. In NBA 2K20, you're going to be grinding for a limitless range and get like 17 different shooting badges on the way. So this year, they are taking out a few badges and even like combining them to make one, or taking out one badge and making it two, or stuff like that. It's just going to be really confusing, but in general, it's going to be for the better. Specifically, there are about 80 in total this year, and from my experience playing today, I would say that I saw about 60 to 65 of those badges. And out of all those badges, I would say there weren't really any badges that were completely useless. Each badge helped in some way or did something for the game and served some type of purpose. So I would say each one is definitely worth grinding for as many badges as you can unlock, as opposed to last year. I know all of my lockdowns last year, they saw a charge card and just looked the other way and didn't even upgrade it at all. And some of y'all right now might be watching this video in NBA 2K19 and still be 97 overall locks with bronze charge card, and just because of how useless it was. Another huge difference that I saw today would be the movement in general on both sides of the ball. I felt like I had more control of my player on offense and defense, and they put more animations in the game on offense and defense too. So that's something to look forward to. I'm going to get more into the animations as I go on, but to start things off, I'm going to be talking about dribbling. Dribbling this year definitely seems more advanced. I'm not sure if it was just me being trash and me not being used to the game, but it definitely felt harder to combo up and just mix a whole bunch of dribble moves together. But dribbling this year is definitely doesn't seem like you can just pick up the game and automatically be good at it like last year in NBA 2K19. Anyone could really pick up the game and learn a couple moves and start dribble glitching and just be a demon overall. But it feels like the game this year is a little bit different with the dribbling. You really got to work on your handles this year, just like you would in real basketball, working on your handles. Something that's different this year would be that you don't only need to use the right stick to dribble, you can really dribble with both sticks, and that's how it should be if you want to be an elite scorer or elite playmaker this year. Now you still do the typical dribble moves with the right stick, all the momentum crosses and the momentum behind the backs, you still do that with the right stick, but with the left stick, it adds a whole new element. Now this year, you could really catch some boys lean and then catch them slacking and put them on the mixtape without touching the right stick at all. You could just use the left stick and then just set them up going one way and then go back the other way and cross them up just by using the left stick. It is really responsive and you can stop on a dime with it. So using the left stick, you could really like change your pace and how you're dribbling. You could start off going slow and then go real fast and burst out of that and finish at the rim for a layup or a dunk. But this year, dribbling is definitely different from NBA 2K19, where with the left stick, if you wanted to move the ball from your left hand to the right hand in NBA 2K19, it felt like it would take like 500 years just to cross over to the other hand. But this year, it's not really like that. In NBA 2K20, if you move the left stick from left to right to switch ball handling hands, if that made sense, then it gets there instantly. So dribbling overall this year doesn't really compare to any one 2K. I would feel like it's more of a combination of several 2Ks in the past, and they did bring back a few dribble moves that were in previous games. A lot of the dribble animations this year were the same as last year with like the moving crossovers and behind the backs, but they did add more animations dribbling wise, as well as more animations with layups and dunks. So not only did they add more animations or bring back animations for dribbling this year, but they also added more animations for finishes around the basket. Like if you start a Euro step or a hop step, then they added more variation in how you finish after you start that Euro step or the hop step. The inside scoring definitely got a lot better, and it definitely feels a little bit better finishing through contact, and just with like the new animations, I feel like that will help as well. Now moving on, post scoring is pretty much the same controls. They did say that they added new fakes and new back down animations and all that stuff, but I wasn't able to trigger it just because I wasn't in the post too often today. But if you were a good post scorer last year, just expect to be pretty much the same, if not a better post scorer this year. One more thing on the offense that I noticed this year was the off-ball movement. They really changed how you move off-ball, and you can do different fakes, cuts, and just changes of direction, especially if you have the badge for the off-ball movement. I'm not really sure what it's called, but it definitely makes a huge difference. It makes your cuts way sharper. It makes you just move way faster off-ball, and also doesn't drain your stamina as fast moving off-ball. So with this badge in mind, I think sharps are going to be a lot of fun to play with this year, just because they have an advantage. Like if you have that off-ball badge, then it pretty much makes you, like, they actually implemented dexing. Like dexing is a real thing this year. It's a game mechanic that they actually put in the game. If you have this badge, like it just goes crazy. Moving on to the defensive side of the ball, defense this year feels pretty similar to last year, but a little bit better, just because of like the overall movement in the game improving, and just the movement in the game feeling more smooth this year. It only translates to the defensive side of the ball as well. So the reaches and on-ball steals this year aren't too overpowered. It's not like last year where you could just be like in the general vicinity and just freaking teleport and get a steal or poke the ball loose. It's not like that this year. You actually got to have good positioning and good timing. So even though I played on a lower difficulty with Kawhi Leonard, he pretty much has like all 99 defensive stats, and he's just a god on defense. He didn't really get too many steals, and he wasn't really too overpowered reaching. So that's a pretty good sign. Hopefully it translates into like Pro-Am and Park and just the retail version in general. But just to expand on what I said, this year you really have to like time your reaches, because if you don't time your reaches, you can easily get punished. You can easily get beat off the dribble and scored on. So you definitely can't just spam it this year. So that's gonna wrap it up for my discussion of the gameplay. I feel like I definitely left out a thing or two that I wanted to talk about, but I just forgot. So if you have any other questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to either comment down below or hit me up on social media. I'm going to leave my Twitter and Instagram in the description. But as far as the 2K side of things go, 2K20 is definitely in a good place right now. The version that I played today, like I said, is an earlier version of the game. So what we play in a month or so from now, when it officially drops on day one, it will definitely be different and way better than what I played today. Just because they got to revise and improve and have more time with the game and working on the game. So it will definitely be fun to see how it turns out. And this game overall has a lot of potential. Just seeing how fluid the movement is and how they revamped a lot of things for the better. This game definitely has the potential to be one of the better 2Ks that we had in a while, and I'm just looking forward to it. So like I said, if you have any other questions or concerns, just please don't hesitate to hit me up. Make sure you guys like this video, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for post notifications, and I will see you guys in another video. Peace.